your Lourdes Eagles. This contest is sanctioned by the Minnesota State High School League. The league and its member schools support good sportsmanship. Please support tonight's teams, players, coaches, officials, and the efforts of the high school league with positive sportsmanship. And now please stand. Direct your attention to the flag in the south end zone and join the Lourdes Pep Band under the direction of Andrew Scheller for our national anthem.
Rochester Regional Stadium. I am pleased to be joined with a replacement for Mr. Davick, who was fired. No, I'm kidding. He wasn't fired, but no, I'm very pleased to be joined tonight with head baseball coach, principal of St. Pius, former assistant football coach, offensive guru, and generally great guy, Dave Jensen. Dave, great to be with you
thanks,
tonight.
Dave. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I heard Andrew was holding out. He's he saw some of those NFL guys get a big money deal, and he's like, I'm going to take a week off.
He saw Tom Brady's money, and he started to get cocky. But Andrew out of town this week, but just pleased to have Dave join me in the booth tonight. So, and we got an interesting matchup tonight. We've got two 1-1 teams, very similar teams in many ways, in at least in terms of record and kind of what their first 2 weeks have been. The Eagles coming off a really a tight win last week, 7-6. After having been kind of blown out by Caledonia week 1. And on the other side of the ball, we've got, the Lake City Tigers, who won their first game 7-6 and then, kind of got blown out by Pine Island, a really good Pine Island team, by the way, this year, 26-0. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's probably one of those games where it's going to come down to just a handful of plays.
Yeah.
And I know that Coach Kessler and the coaching staff, they'll be talking about that all week with the boys. Make sure we bring that attitude and effort every single play, no letdown. Next play mentality, and you want to make sure that if something doesn't go right, you don't dwell on that, and you're looking for the next opportunity. So I'm excited to see it. I think it's going to be a great game tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I talk about the similarities, but on the offensive side of the ball, they're going to be not similar. I mean, you have a Lake City team that spreads it out. You'll occasionally see them go in the I formation, but not much. They're going to play kind of the more modern, I'll call, spread style offense, and then expect to see the traditional Lourdes I formation and running game.
Yeah, I think Lake City definitely has that balance to their offense, but as we used to say in our coaching room, if you pass three things that happen and two of them are bad. So the Lourdes defense is really going to look for some.
That's definitely an Eagle philosophy.
They're going to look to take advantage of the ball in the air and make sure that for Lourdes that we're taking advantage of our opportunities with the option game.
For sure, yeah. I mean, some of the obviously, Lourdes, we're going to be quarterbacked by Abe Lovely, and we got a nice cadre of backs, with his brother Ed, Caleb Akinbaloo, Max Peterson. Got some good receivers. Haven't thrown the ball a whole lot the first 2 weeks, but I think we might see a few more balls in the air. We'll see. There's not a lot of wind tonight. Game time temperature is 73 degrees, and maybe a gust here or there. So conditions are perfect for a game.
Yeah, it's one of those where the boys are going to get a good sweat going, but they're not going to be worried about getting dehydrated.
Absolutely.
It's one of those great September nights. Not quite that crisp in the air yet that we feel in October, but definitely one of those days where we should expect to see some nice plays out there.
Yeah, and the Tigers, you're going to see a lot of seniors. They have a lot of really good big senior class. They're lying both sides. They play both ways. really senior laden, big kids, led by Dallas Hansen, a senior, all district last year, returning senior here, and a bunch of other names that we'll call throughout tonight. Looks like I did not see the coin flip. I'm assuming that the Eagles won the flip and deferred. That'd be the guess. Usually the thing that happens.
Yeah, that's the MO of Coach Kessler. Let's have a great kickoff, pin them deep, try to force them into a punt situation early, and then take advantage of that field position. So we'll see here. Like you said, Lake City has 14 seniors, only 7 juniors, and we're kind of flipped with 6 seniors and 11 juniors. So
we got a little more youth. Yeah. Kicking the ball for the Eagles is going to be Ed Lovely, kicking to the defending the south end zone, kicking to the north side. And back to return is number 17, Braxton Berlin, a senior, as well as junior Luke Narum, I'm assuming is Coach Narum's son.
Yeah, I think that's probably a safe assumption. And I saw that Coach Narum, Trevor Narum, he actually played football at Winona State. So
oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, running back there for the Warriors.
So here we are, set to go. Kick from Lovely, gets down to about the 10. That's Berlin, Braxton. He's got a seam. Good Peterson on the tackle, but really good run for, oh no, I'm sorry, that wasn't Braxton Berlin. That was number 18, Josh Wohlers, was that right?
Yeah, we'll have to see here on
Maybe
our
it was
replay.
17. No, it was 17.
It got deep enough to him.
Yeah, I got confused after
Lake
the
City
pile
set
there.
up a nice wedge there and had that bubble in the middle.
So
that he
Lake
really ran
City
through.
has actually had 2 quarterbacks in the past, and they're both in the backfield right now, but taking the snap right now is Coulter Heggie, who is flanked by Asher B., who is their other quarterback.
Play action pass to start.
It's a really good play action, really good pass out again to Braxton Berlin. It's going to be a gain of about 17 yards, 18 yards or so.
Yeah, and we see that right away. They're throwing the ball. We know they're going to have a balanced offensive attack. Our D-backs got to make sure they're reading their keys, watching the linemen instead of having their eyes in the backfield, especially off that play action.
Heggie is a junior. Down at the bottom of your screen is Narum. Gives to B, Asher B, senior. Gets tripped up. It looks like he might have been Deacon Langsdale, and then Lovely kind of finished it off. On defense for the Eagles, you're going to see, on the line, kind of from the bottom of your screen, working north, is Destin Olson. I believe we have Jake Geyer, Luke Roth, and Zach Geyer. No relation. Another pitch to B.
Yeah.
They're getting big holes right now against that big line. You saw senior Greg Banasinski out there. He's a big fella.
Yeah,
I think in the program they got him listed at 270 pounds.
Great size across that offensive line. That's one of those things where, as your D line, you got to make sure you're having a great technique, and hopefully that you're wearing those guys down as we get into the 3rd and 4th quarters.
1st and 10 for the Tigers.
It's just a straight run play.
Straight run, yeah. Yeah, well played by Lovely. Really well played.
Yeah. And that had great technique on that. You can see outside in, good leverage, wrap up on the tackle, and 1 yard gain on first down. You'll take that every time from a defensive side of the ball.
Subbing in at D end for the Eagles is sophomore Sam Week, number 66. Linebackers, I was mentioning some of them. Weak side linebackers, number 30 Ed Lovely. Your middle linebacker is number 23 Sutton Fix, and then the strong side backer, they might be stronger middle, hard to tell, Deacon Langsdale.
Yeah, run read right away. There we go.
Up the middle. Tigers get a good push there, pick up another 5, maybe another 6, bringing up a 3rd and 4 at the 23.
Yeah, and this is probably 4-down territory. I don't think they'd try a field goal from this distance. So from a defensive standpoint, you got to make sure, take care of 3rd down, but have in the back of your head ready for a quick snap on 4th down.
Yeah. Again, Heggie in the shotgun. He's looking to pass. Oh, just off the hands of Narum. And Robert Bowden had maybe a sniff of it, but it wasn't really a catchable interception.
Yeah, great route concept there against the zone.
Yeah.
just clearing an area, but good reaction time. And I think, D-line stayed in their pass rush lanes, which is helpful, so you didn't let the quarterback roll out there.
Yeah, number 11, Landon Weeman, a junior, kind of clearing that out. Yeah. Up at the top of your screen is number 18, the wide receiver. Let me get the name right. Josh Wohlers, of course, the Wohlers, right?
Yeah. At Lake City, you're going to see some Wohlers that are some athletic kids.
Oh, so. No doubt. They've had a run of just tremendous athletes in that family. But, okay, so we got a timeout. I guess Coach Nairn didn't really like what he saw there. So, big down here for the Eagles. They're kind of getting run down the field, but, buckle down. You get a turnover and downs. And this has kind of been their MO this year. I mean, you watch the Plainview game. They had two turnovers on downs inside the 5. Yeah. I mean, huge, especially when you're not scoring a ton of points.
Right. And like we talked about, handful of plays. This is one of those plays right now, opening drive, huge momentum play here. If you get the stop for the Eagles, if Lake City executes and gets a
Uh-huh.
first down, then you kind of feel that letdown, like, oh, we were that close. So
yeah.
We'll see what the defense does. I think they've been pretty aggressive with some blitzes this year, so we'll see how they play this with giving up a little size on the offensive line.
We'll call it 4th and 3. I was probably saying 4 before, but it's really 3.
Yeah, it's a healthy 3.
Yeah. She's got 2 receivers split out to the top of your screen, one to the bottom. Heggie. Looks like
straight dive.
Yeah, looks like a dive.
Yeah.
And you saw Heggie push B, I think for a good 2 yards, really give him some momentum. Should be noted that both teams have only scored 1 touchdown. The 1 touchdown for the Tigers against the Crescent was a pick 6, and so they have yet to score an offensive point. So I think Coach Nairn's got to be really happy with this first drive, but certainly wanting them to finish.
And I'm not sure if Lake City would script their opening drive. A lot of teams will do that in your first 15, 20 plays. So it'll be interesting to see.
There's a toss.
They give a different
toss
look.
To B.
Yeah, and that's where
Defended pretty well.
That's where Lourdes has to be successful, and those plays go laterally, having great pursuit when you're giving up size. There's not much you can do if you give up 80 pounds to the guy in front of you if he pushes you for 2 yards backwards, but going laterally, we've got to make the play. So great job there by the defense.
That's right. Some other numbers. I'll try to get everybody's name here. I'll get the line, too, for in fact, why don't I do that right now for Lake City. On the line, you got, moving from right tackle to left tackle, you got sophomore Cody Bremer, right guard Dallas Hansen, I'd mentioned him before, centers Garrett Goyle, left guard Landon Olson, and left tackle is Greg Manisinski. Heggie's rolling left. Oh, well defended by Bowden. Really well defended.
Yeah, great technique. You see him reach across with the left hand there, exactly how you teach it. That's a tough ask for your quarterback rolling out to the left.
It is.
You really got to work to flip your hips open and throw the ball on target, but nice job stringing that play out and then on the defensive play by Bowden.
I should also mention tight end number 88 for Lake City is Carter West, senior. And they're just big up front. I mean, they're basically 200 plus with a couple guys, 3 over 250, 2 at 280.
We got trips into the boundary here.
Number 8 in motion. Oh, that's a really good run. Oh, not well defended by the Eagles at all.
It's interesting seeing Asher B, number 2. He started at quarterback, but he's been running the ball very well. Looks like a tough runner. So.
And that's a first down. You're going to have first and goal here. Eagles really kind of getting beat up front right now. The big holes, not a lot of challenge to this big line right now. Got to hand it to the Tigers.
Yeah, it's not fun playing defensive line when you're getting pushed around, so we're going to have to work on our technique and leverage and get low, and you might have to sacrifice yourself so that the linebackers come up and fill. So we'll see how that plays out here as we're getting towards the goal line.
Now they come out under center. Single back is Asher B. Give to B. Up the middle. He's got some room, but it's taken down by Jake Geyer, a combination of Jake Geyer, Sutton Fix. Bringing up second and goal from the 2. I should finish off who else is on the Eagle defense here. So your cornerbacks, bottom of your screen would be Caleb Akinbaloo. Top of your screen, Robert Bowden, I had mentioned earlier. Safeties are Lucas Brooks, number 34, free safety, and strong safeties Max Peterson, number 10.
You look at the offensive line splits. They really tighten them up here. You think they're just going to go up the middle here for a play.
Yeah. It's another give to B. Oh, really well defended by the Eagles. A nice push from freshman Luke Roth and finished off by number 11, Deacon Langsdale.
I think Max Peterson came in and cleaned that
Oh,
up.
was that Peterson? I thought it was Langsdale. Yeah, that was Langsdale. See, the problem is you got 11 and you got 10, you know. I mean,
zero, yeah.
he's getting oh, it was him.
Yeah.
It was Max. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, son. I was trying to take away your tackle.
Yeah, he's got his mom's speed, so you're not always, he makes the play. Like, wow, where'd that come from, that burst?
It's hard from this angle. I'm trying to look around the corner of the window here. Looks like we got an equipment issue here. I think our white hat tonight is Greg King, long-time referee. He's been doing this a long time in this area.
Yeah, Greg's one of those guys you can talk to him on the sideline. You know, what'd you see? What do we need to clean up? And he does a great job helping both programs get better throughout the course of a game. So you really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I want to say Dave Nagel is with him too. Former assistant coach in youth football with me. Okay. David, yeah. Oh, great guy. So here we are, 3rd and goal. They're back in the gun. Lovely's coming on a blitz.
Outside in.
Oh, they defended that really well.
Nice.
Really well. Heggie made a really nice move. They picked up that blitz, but he spilled it out, and they filled well. Yeah, Bowden really played that edge really well. And you also saw, sophomore Lucas Brooks, free safety, coming up to help make a play. All right, another 4th down for the Eagles here.
And that loss in the play puts that 4th and about 3.5. So.
All right, so is this a pistol or no? They're just going I formation. I got to believe this is play action here. This is play action. It's got to be. Yep, like said.
There's the rollout.
Play action, rollout. He's going to run.
Oh, yeah, great play by the
quarterback. He's going to get it, yeah. He really he got a great block right at the end on Lovely by number 24, Cameron Theron, really is the one that allowed him to get the edge. So the Tigers go up, march the ball 60 yards down the field and punch it in, converting 2 4th downs along the way. Back to kick here, the extra point is senior number 15, Ethan Brunkow, holding his aforementioned Heggie. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Tigers come down. They score their first touchdown of the year. Can we get the text number up? Trying to get we also are going to do some shout-outs, again, for those that want to be recognized. Mr. Bergman here, who always does a wonderful job, is going to get that up and running. Well, I don't know. What did you see there? I mean, what kind of adjustments do you need to make there?
Yeah, I think defensively we got to make sure that we're playing our technique on the defensive line. And when we strung them out, then you saw those were the plays where we were successful. On the touchdown there, quarterback rolls out. You're curious about, how are we hanging on to the jerseys a little bit, but that's tough. If you're a defensive end and you get sucked inside, it's your own fault if you get held, right? So you really got to work on that. But I think, what we saw was that Lake City is going to run the ball, they're going to pass the ball, and we got to make sure that we're reading our keys.
Yeah,
play disciplined football.
Talking to Coach Kessler, about this matchup, and he really complimented Coach Narum on his play calling in particular. He says he really mixes it up, and it makes it tough to defend. If you don't know on any given play whether you're pass run and it's an equal mix, I think, and they could gash you both ways. With the run. I mean, we saw some big holes for B running up the middle, who we haven't seen tonight, and I don't know if he's out. Is number 5, Aaron Liu, a senior. I think he was their leading rusher coming into this game. I don't know if he's hurt. I'm not seeing him out there.
Yep, he's not on the kickoff team.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be the Heggie B show, at least in the backfield.
There's 15 Tigers on the sideline, so
yeah,
this might be a game where hopefully, we're wearing them down towards the 4th quarter.
Yeah,
we'll see. But
so the kick is again Brunkow. Back to return is a Kinbaloo and Peterson. Here's the kick, taken by Peterson at about the 15. Not a lot of room there. Pretty well defended.
Yeah, but what Max did really well there is once he caught the ball, he realized, okay, I'm by the numbers. I'm not going to try to get to the middle blocking. I'm just going to go north and south, pick up another 4 or 5 yards after he fielded the ball.
Yeah, they were trying to set something up on the other side, and it just was the perfect kick because the two guys coming down on the bottom of your screen, they didn't block, and that's really a play design. It's not a fault of anybody. So okay, so here come your Eagles on offense, led by Abe Lovely, number 6, and they're going to start 1st and 10 at their own 25. I'm going to guess I formation. This is our ongoing joke. We love it.
It's a good start.
Give to Akinbaloo up the middle. Tackle by Carter West. No gain on the play. Yeah, the Tigers are really stout up front defensively. You're going to see number 73, Hansen, playing kind of the 3-technique nose tackle. And on some plays, he's just going to stand up. He's not even going to get down to a 3-point stance and kind of like almost looks like a blitzing linebacker. Like right there, you're seeing him right there. So it looks like they're going to be coming here. They are.
Yeah, 5 in the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a really, really good play off of that. I mean, if you can catch them in a veer and they're blitzing, those are the plays that you can really catch them on that. Good gain for the Eagles, gain of 5 yards.
And we'll see throughout the game if they try to attack at Heggie, knowing that he's quarterback and playing outside linebacker. Try to make him make a few more plays, but he's shown he's a good athlete. So
yeah,
it's it can be a risky proposition doing that.
Yeah,
got a Twins look out to the left here.
Yeah, so you got Bowden split out far and Peterson in the slot, and you got the shotgun look. Just slightly out of the touch of Peterson. Boy, that was a good play design. That would have gone for a first down, too.
Yeah, those are ones where, when you look back at the film tomorrow, you're going to say, oh, man, if we hit that play, what ends up happening on this drive.
Yeah.
But you also then put that in Lake City's minds for subsequent plays, so maybe it helps you out with the running game later.
Yeah, back to punt is number 2, sophomore Gabe Quinones. Back to return is Braxton Berlin, and I can't see the other man.
That's a nice punt, good spiral.
Pretty good punt. They're not going to touch that
great
one.
Roll on it.
Really fortuitous roll there for the Eagles. Getting it down to the 21. That's about a 48-yard punt net-ish. You don't see a whole lot of those in high school football,
when you
unless you get that roll.
You get those bounces like that, that's really what you want. You want to give your guys a chance to get down there and cover. So, you're not happy about going 3 and out, but you're a lot happier about it when you're coming out on defense and they're deep in their own territory. So, nice job. That's that next play mentality. All right, well, now let's go see what we do on defense.
Definitely not the start that Coach Kessler would have wanted, give up a long drive touchdown and then go 3 and out. So let's see if the Eagle defense can buckle down.
Doubles look here out of gun.
Yeah, you got four wide. B in the backfield again. Just a little hitch to I couldn't quite see.
Yeah, I think that's Berlin there, 17. I think.
Yeah, that's Berlin again.
And you can see their offensive linemen shoot off, so it's a run read, but when you throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage, you can do that. So just hope that we have good pursuit if they complete the pass.
Yeah, 8 yards on that play, so you got second and 2. So far, it's been not terribly difficult for the Tiger offense. The Eagles need to find a gear here on D. Another one of those hitches. This one out to Landon Wyman. Apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, junior. That's a first down. Subbing out is Destin Olson, coming in as Sam Week, number 66. Yeah, I mean, you look at these teams. I think we've got, I'd have to count them, but I think, I only think we have one senior on the field right now, and they're probably 2/3 at least seniors. Here's the give to B. Kind of taking it left side. A lot of room.
Yeah, and this spread offense, when you're out of gun and you have a tailback back there, gives you some good angles to run the ball. So you don't necessarily spread the field to throw it, but we saw that they did the first 2 plays. Now I think we got to be ready for that stop and go. Second short. This is where I would look at play action as an offensive play caller.
Yeah, D line's not doing a whole lot of penetration of her. It looks like we're getting pushed back a little bit. Got to buckle down a little more here. Here's a pass look. Well, this one didn't work.
Yeah, I think he was going for a quick pass there. Eagles did a great job pressing at the line, and he just ate it and lived
Probably
to
a
play
smart
another down.
play because that could have been a pick six if you jumped that route.
Yeah,
I think that's what happened. Yeah. I'm looking at the replay. We get the benefit of the delay. Yeah, it was Bowdwin was kind of there. I don't know. He just didn't like what he said. I actually don't think that. I think there was a broken play. It looked like their receivers. He looked out there and the receivers hadn't turned. It's a big third down here for the Eagles.
3 eligible receivers on the right side.
Yeah, it looks like we're bringing a blitz with Langsdale. Oh, wide open.
Yeah, middle
Luke
zone.
Narum. Yeah, they called the perfect. Yeah, I mean, really good read by the quarterback. You blitz the linebacker, he vacates that area, and Narum just sits down in there, and they get an easy first down.
Yeah, it's kind of a de facto hot read, because you're throwing to where the vacated zone is.
Yep.
If you don't get home on the blitz, you leave yourself vulnerable on the back end.
Coming out in I formation with tight end on the left, I believe, yes. Oh, there's a fumble. Ball's on the ground. Eagles got it. I think the Eagles got it. It looked like they got on it. Oh.
Yeah, Heggie came up with it. It was definitely on the ground, and I think he just felt that fumble exchange and dove straight ahead.
It ends up being a 2-yard gain. Oh, man, that's the one the Eagles need. We have not had a turnover this year. The Eagles have not.
In
I think
hockey,
we're
they call that
-3.
They call it puck luck in hockey. In football, you want to put yourself in position to take advantage of those miscues.
Yeah,
it does stop the momentum a little bit, so we'll see what we can do on defense here.
In motion, number 8, there's a give to Asher B again, and looks like they're going to give him the first down. The ref down on the short side here.
He had the helmet issue before on the goal line. Now his helmet came off, so he's got to come out of the game. So number 2, Asher B, is heading to the sideline for this play.
Okay. Well, let's see. You got in the game now at the 3 technique is number 71, Michael Love, for the Eagles.
There's Cameron Theron, 24 in the backfield now. 3rd and short. That's probably lead draw here. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, easy first down for the Tigers.
In high school football, you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. Keep having positive plays forward. And, that's been what Lourdes done on offense for over a decade, and they found success. And we've seen with Lake City.
Yeah.
They put the ball on the ground, but they recover it, gain 2 yards on that play. It's just one of those where we didn't capitalize.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing right now is a difference in our size of our lines, and they're really taking advantage of that. We're not getting – on these inside runs, we're not getting to the ball until they're 2 yards down the field.
They have really tight splits. You can see they're running the ball inside effectively.
Yeah, Alex Ratz, there's another inside run.
We had penetration, just ran past the ball carrier.
Yeah, and what do you coach there? You get just past and you sit down, or I don't know. It
Yeah,
all goes so fast. It all sounds good in theory.
You want to feel pressure, so if you don't feel anything, then you should be going laterally down the line.
Yeah. End of the first quarter here. Got a few shout-outs coming in here. We'll go with that.
Yeah, it doesn't take long when teams are running the ball like they are. And
shout out to Chris and Brenda Sellner. The Adams folks. Let's see. Got a shout-out for Luke Roth from Mama in Reedsville, Wisconsin. She always is tuning in.
Yeah.
Great lady.
Good
shout-out from Sioux Falls for the Lovely Boys. So, we're at least 3 states right now. See if we can get a couple others.
We'll call it Eagle Nation. We're spreading east to west. We'll look for a little north-south next. And
Eagle Nation, I like that. I had to look up. So what do you call a group of tigers?
Huh.
There are 2 names that at least the Google machine told me. It's an ambush of tigers, which I think is pretty cool.
Really like
or
that
a
one.
streak of tigers. I don't know. So Lake City folks, maybe if you didn't know that,
Yeah, I
you
think,
got something really cool now.
From my experience as a biology teacher, I think tigers are generally solitary creatures. So I don't know how often you see a group, but I think a streak is really a good name.
I like that. I like
that's
streak.
These white jerseys, it's unfortunately has been like a streak down the field both their drives. So
yeah, well, I think we're going to need a few more convocations of Eagles to stop this run game here. I imagine Narum's just going to keep pounding. I don't know why you wouldn't until the Eagles can prove that they can stop it here. So you got 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4 maybe. Looks like a blitz there. They're bringing wow. Big run by B.
Yeah, really impressive run by Asher B. I mean, asked the kid to move from quarterback to tailback, and now in his second week playing in tailback. I mean, he's really impressing me.
Yeah, he ran right over Max there. The blitzes, they're doing a good job picking up the blitzes. Blitzes aren't getting home. Just not a whole lot working on defense for the Eagles. And on the flip side of the ball, it seems like Narum's got his entire playbook at his disposal. Under center again, just sticking with the run. There you go. There's Deacon Langsdale, I think, along with Luke Roth.
Yeah, there's an A-gap run, and, give up 2.5, maybe 2 yards. So we'll take that as a positive right now.
Yeah.
Every play you can make them run an extra play when you get inside the red zone, you'll take that on defense.
Yeah. 2nd and 8. They can still get a first down around the 4-yard line or so. Looks like 3 receivers down on the left with the tight end, number 40. That is, let me give you a name, Ellis Banks, a junior. This is just a quarterback run.
Design run on the pitch. And,
he just slices through the defense, finding every little gap there, and that's a touchdown from Coulter Heggie. Impressive start for the Tigers. Very disappointing start for the Eagles.
It seems like they've been saving all their touchdowns for this game.
Yeah.
Probably a good time to shout out our cameraman.
Absolutely.
First timer.
Yeah. Well, we had to kind of scrape the bottom of the barrel and bring my oldest son in here to help run the camera, but I think he's doing okay.
Let's think about the Lourdes Eagles. Those Lourdes graduates, you can always count on them and get the job done. So great job, Will.
Yeah. No, thank you, Will, for helping out. Looks like we got a penalty. Were you lined up
Eagles
offsides?
lined up offsides.
What are they going to do here? It looked like half the distance to the goal line. Are they going to go for 2 now? No, looks like he's still going to.
I think they should decline it if they're still going to kick. You don't want to mess up your angles. So
I think they did. I don't think they announced it, but I think they did. So again, Bruckow on for the extra point. Heggie holding.
A good penetration last time, almost blocked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to get Caleb to lay out for that one.
It was close. He was close there, but the extra point is good. So 14-0. Tigers with over 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Eagles need to turn this thing around and turn it around quick.
Yeah. In high school football, momentum, it's such a big lift for your team, or it feels like, man, we're just pushing uphill. So, we'll see maybe on this kick return we'll have something good happen, lead into some positive drive here.
Try to get a couple area scores. There's some really good games across the area today. We got, what do I have? Looks like Stewartville's up 8-0 against Zumbrota. It's about the only one. I'll try to get a score. The big game kind of in the area is the Caledonia-Chatfield game, kind of the two powerhouses, number 1, number 6 in Class 2A.
Yeah, that's kind of been the game to determine seeding in the Class 2A Section 1 seeding for playoffs the last couple of years.
Looks like they had a scoreless first quarter. The other game I'm really kind of curious about is this JM Northfield game. Kind of neat to see the JM team kind of turn that program around. Is it Riggett? If I get that right,
yeah.
I think that's the name. But yeah, they're playing Northfield this week, and so I think that's an interesting game. To see if JM can keep the momentum going here.
Yeah, Northfield's traditionally had a strong program, so it'll be fun to see what JM does, and as they're playing different teams that aren't necessarily ones that they play most years in the conference.
Again, the kick is Brunkow back to return as Akinbaloo and Peterson.
They've got the ball in the hash, So we'll see if that means they try to keep it that way.
Now, last year, Caleb had a kick return for a touchdown at Lake City. This is a short kick. Another one kind of looked just like the first one.
Yeah, took a Lake City bounce. It's one where if it gets any side spin, it's going out of bounds. But
yeah, couldn't quite get a juke on that. I'm assuming that's purposeful. They're trying to pin it right down there, which is always a little risky on a kickoff to try to play the edge. But he's been successful on the first 2 kicks.
Yeah, I mean they've got a kicker that's been kicking for 3 seasons, so I think they know what they've got.
Yeah.
His distance been pretty consistent to the 20-yard line, so they're putting him on the hash, just saying basically kick it straight, fade a little bit to the right.
Subbing in for the Eagles is number 9, Michael Seeger. I think he's your Z or your slot, and down at the bottom of your screen, he's going to be up top, and then down at the bottom of your screen is number 2, Gabe Quinones. Single back look here. With 3 wide receivers. Back to pass is lovely. He's looking deep. Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact there.
There was a lot of contact there. I'm kind of surprised.
I don't know if they feel like they're just both kind of hand fighting there.
Yeah. Looked like that. I think maybe it was an uncatchable ball. I don't know. Hard to say. I'm kind of looking at it on the it was kind of a wheel route they had going with Seeger in the slot. Kind of coming around, pretty well defended by B.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely in his back pocket there.
Going back to the traditional look here, it looks like they're going to bring in Ed Lovely back into the fullback position. And your tight end is number 11, Deacon Langsdale. Yeah, I think we were a little discombobulated there. We didn't have our substitutions in right away.
Yeah, that took a long time. That's a hard thing. You've got to play on the opposite sideline, especially if one of those guys is running in your plays.
Yep.
And you see the result of the play, and you're trying to think, what personnel do we need? There's a lot going on the sidelines in between plays for only 25 seconds.
Yeah. So I'd like to just kind of run down a couple updates of some of the other fall sports and activities going on. We have the band here tonight. They'll be playing at halftime again. You'll get to enjoy that show. They were playing, what were they playing at the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons, yeah, there you go.
Great versatility by the Lourdes band there.
Yeah, just a couple updates. So the band had competitions last weekend in Eden Prairie and Eastview, and they placed 4th and 5th respectively. And they don't have a competition next week, but the next one's in Waseca on Saturday the 21st. Give a couple updates on some other. Excited at halftime here. We're going to have the new volleyball coach, Pam Wackel, come up and get to talk to her about her program and her efforts.
Yeah. Coach Wackel's doing a great job. A lot of enthusiasm with the volleyball program. Won some matches this year, so that's good to see.
You got traditional, looks like give to Lovely up the middle. Good gain, good 5 yards.
Yeah. I mean, that makes it third manageable. It's what you want. You got a couple options here what you want to do. You don't have to throw the ball to pick up 4.5, 5 yards.
24 Theron on the tackle there. Yeah, no, you don't want that 3rd and 10. I mean, 3rd and 5, you got a couple options. You could run it, you could pass it. Haven't had a ton of success with the pass yet this year, but it's a work in process. You got Peterson down at the bottom of your screen. We're in the I formation again. Another, looks like an option. Abe Lovely with the keep. He's going to gain about 2, 3, and it looks like a punt situation.
Yeah, you don't want to get pinned deep in your own territory.
No. No, okay, so Quinones, number 2, is our punter. Again, back to return is Berlin and Narum. You don't see the 2 returners back and punt a whole lot.
Yeah.
It's a little unusual. Oh, bad, little low snap. And it looks like it's recovered by the Tigers. Yeah, just kind of just a little low, and Quinones just couldn't quite get the grip on it.
Yeah.
Unfortunate turn of events for the Eagles.
And it's such a tough situation for the punter. You're expecting that ball to be right there, and you're thinking about your footwork and where do I want to kick the ball.
Yeah.
Really, the first job you have to do is catch the ball. And
Yep.
when it's one like that, sometimes you just got to knock it down and see what you can get off. But
Yeah.
gives your defense an opportunity to make a play.
There you go.
Hopefully,
So
it's
you got first and goal at the 6-yard line for the Tigers. Again, under center in that I formation, I expect runs to be. As
there's the ISO play.
mentioned, yeah. Yeah, not poorly defended. Got 2 on the play. Tackle by Peterson. Eagles really need a stop here.
Second down and goal for the Tigers.
So you got second and goal for the Tigers. Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of options. I mean, Heggie, he's an impressive. He's going to be, pick your poison, I guess. He can run. B can run. We have yet to see, we have seen a run with Theron.
Yeah, one play he came in.
Yeah, there's the toss to B.
Outside.
Gets to the edge and gets to the goal line. Oh, we have a flag on the play. I'm guessing that's holding. That came from the white hat from behind. It would be that
2
usually
on the field, so it's definitely something that they saw out there.
Yeah. Try to look at the. Yeah. Kind of hard to see.
Could have been after the play too.
Yeah, it's a holding.
Oh.
Oh, offsetting penalties. So the holding and then the face mask. Really, really unfortunate for Lourdes to get the face mask on that one because you put them back 10 yards and now it's a really tough task to score. But reset back to second and goal from the 4.
Well, they've got a wing to the right.
Give to B again. Boy, he runs hard.
Yeah, I mean
look at this.
He's not coming down with one guy or
no,
two guys or
they
three
didn't
guys.
They did finally blow it dead.
Short.
Just at the 1, maybe even the half-yard line. Watching a little bit of the pregame stuff or the preseason stuff. Listen to Coach Nerem. He said, we were big, but we weren't tough. We weren't nasty, and he wanted that from them. And I'm seeing that. There's the give. There's a tush push into the end zone. When are they going to outlaw that play? Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? You got 750 pounds in front of you and a quarterback that's almost 200 pounds himself and a running back pushing him.
Yeah, it's a tough ask, especially coming off the turnover and they got the ball inside the 10.
Broncow again back for the extra point. Snap, hold, and there's the block.
Yeah, I mean,
there's
Kim
the block.
Lou, the first
he
two,
got
he was
there.
right there, and this time
it's the first positive play I think we've had for the Eagles all day. But game's not over, but boy, they really got to find something on both sides of the ball here. We have yet to get a first down, I believe, and defensively it just didn't seem to have any answers. And credit to the Tigers. I mean, they're really executing their plays. That's a talented line and clearly experienced. Shout out to, let me get you some shout outs. We got a shout out to Macy Carlson. I don't know where you are or where you're watching from, but hope you're enjoying the game. Shout out to the Wildflower family, Lourdes family, confirming the 0-0. Shout out to number 6, Heggie from California. Hey,
wow.
Hey, I hope you have to be enjoying this game.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
mean, he has been really great today.
See, California, probably just about to sit down for dinner.
That's right.
High school football games.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect Friday night. So again, here we go with the kickoff. It's Brunkow again, who now it's interesting. Now, did they get to choose which hash they kick from?
They can kick from a hash or from the center.
Okay, so now he's choosing the left hash, whereas before
and you'll see
he
Lourdes
was kicking off to the right side. This will be interesting. Now they're trying to disguise where between Kinbaloo and Peterson where they're going. Here's the approach and the kick. That kick that's a better kick. Fielded by Peterson about the 13.
There we go. Much better blocking.
There's a good return for the Eagles. Really good blocking. I couldn't quite see. I want to see Sutton Fix. Got a really nice, it was a hard collision, but really nice block.
Yeah, I mean, that's a hard catch to make, over your shoulder. You look at him rolling to his right, catches the ball, puts his foot in the ground, gets north-south, and then we've got a couple blocks there to spring him up. So.
Yeah, that was good. Just go north and south. Don't try to do anything crazy. If you can see on your screen, Sutton Fix is actually wearing a visor. He missed last week's game. He broke his nose in the Caledonia game. So I think the kids all thought it was cool that he could wear a visor. But it's a shotgun and coming out, a little different first down look. Good snap. Oh, boy.
Wow.
That one was What a play by Wallers.
Josh Wallers there. He's going to be dreaming about that one.
Yeah.
He's wearing white gloves. You could see those big mitts on the ball, and
I'm guessing he can
shades
dunk
of Van
like
Ginkel in the Vikings game there.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah, no, those Wallers, man, they're really good. Well, now you got second down. We're coming back out in the traditional I formation.
Yep. Twins into the boundary to the right here.
I suspect. Oh,
that's hard.
There's nothing there. Nothing there for Abe Lovely.
You got to give credit to Lake City defensively as well. We've talked a lot about their offense. They've been on the field so much, but defensively, they're winning the game in the trenches. They're blowing up plays.
They definitely
and they're
are.
making tackles.
You had that was a linebacker kind of knifing through. I want to say it was I think it was 24. Yeah, Theron. And I don't know if that was a blitz and they just caught him in the right one, or he just read that and just ate it up. Really good play. Well, third and long here for your Eagles. We'll see what Coach Carroll dials up here. That looks like an offsides.
Yeah, there's with the Lourdes linemen, they come up to the line with their hands up on their knees, and then on down they go down. Sometimes you get a hard count. They make guys jump.
Encroachment, So that's a big penalty because, I'll tell you, having watched a lot of Lourdes football over the years, 3rd and 10 is not really our forte.
Yeah, it's not what we're looking for.
No, we're looking for, what do they say, stay on schedule, more like a 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
So this is a little more manageable here. 3rd and 6.
Yeah, you want to give yourself an opportunity
maybe.
where you break a tackle, and then you get 3-4 extra yards for a first down. Unblocked rusher, great job stepping up.
Really good job by Lovely. Breaks 2 tackles. Get to the edge. He's got some room. Nice job. That's just the spark they needed here. I think they were trying to set up a little screen, and it's one of those where it just was developing too quick. Oh, what happened was Heggie was blitzing off the edge, and it was like the perfect blitz call for that play call. But what a job by Abe Lovely to just adjust, avoid a few. He's fast.
Yeah. Well, he's not the tallest quarterback, so that helps him when he kind of ducks the rusher there when Heggie's coming in. But then he's looking north-south, makes a great play. Then you feel good. All right, we got a first down. Let's keep moving forward. See if we can get Caleb the ball in some space.
I don't know if I should do this shout out, but there's a guy that wants to shout out. His name's Andrew Davick.
He's begging. He doesn't get enough airtime usually.
And in the same time, I'm getting people telling me how great a job you're doing. So I don't know, Davick. Your job may be done.
No, I'm going to hold out next week. So
I'm just saying you're just hoping that he gets injured like J.J. McCarthy, because you're Sam Darnold right now.
Well, Andrew's my assistant coach for varsity, so I'm wearing all purple in honor of him. I was joking, I look like Grimace
There's the option pitch to Kinbaloo. He's going to gain about 2. Yeah. I mean, in the HVL, I mean, what would you rate him as a first base coach? Is he like 8th, 9th best? I mean, what are we talking here?
I haven't looked at his C WAR, coaching WAR, wins above replacement lately.
I have no idea what that is, but that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we're just making it up. But
okay.
Let's just say he improved vastly this year. Last year we had some issues we had to work through. But,
I love it.
Lifelong learner there.
High formation. That's I think that's encroachment.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're going to signal that.
Defense comes across first, but you don't want to make it where when you jump as an offense, you give the officials an opportunity to throw the flag on you. But again, we talked about momentum, and now Lourdes carrying that momentum. This is a drive. They have to score points on this drive.
And Dallas Hansen there on the penalty, just a little anxious. I think he's been eating pretty good right now, and he's got a little ahead of himself. Yeah, so now you got a 3rd and 3. This you can do just about anything right now, and this is 4-down territory too.
Yeah, 2nd down here. So.
Oh, sorry, I said 3rd. Yeah, meant 2nd.
Yeah, I mean they're bringing pressure. So if we can hit on one of these option plays.
Okay. Oh.
We'll see if that's a face mask. That was it might even be targeting.
I was going to say it was a hard hit.
A late hard hit.
Targeting. Yeah. I don't think it was a dirty play. I think it's just one of those consequences of football. That is number 40, Ellis Banks, the junior, with the penalty. But again, I didn't see anything dirty there. It's just one of those things that just happens. I mean, you could
see Abe coming laterally, and he's coming north-south, and that's, so great job by Greg there making that call. 100% correct call, not malicious, not unsportsmanlike, no ejection, but definitely a penalty.
That's right. I mean, geez, you watched Tua last night, and it's just nobody. Oh, hard to see that. So we got 1st down and 10. Running the option again, and Lovely with the keep. It's going to gain about 2. Bringing up 2nd and 8. They can get a 1st down at about the 2-yard line here.
What's tough from an offensive play calling standpoint is because the Tigers are getting so much penetration, you really can't run misdirection either. So you really get one shot.
Yep.
Whether we're running inside at them or just some midline.
Here's the option again in the keep.
And
Abe Lovely, is he score?
No,
they did.
Yeah.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah. And you can see if he cuts up one step sooner, he's got a clear path. But that's hard when you kind of start on your path to make that adjustment. But great job keeping the feet moving.
Just kind of weaving through the defense there. He's just small enough that he's hard to find if you're a linebacker or a safety coming up trying to make that play. So much needed touchdown for the Eagles, obviously, to get back in this game. And you got the Lovely twins back to do the field goal kicking work, or the extra point work here. Abe, the holder, and Ed, the kicker. Snap, spot, kick, good. Boy, I think Luke Roth just got a full piece of Dallas Hansen there. Welcome freshman to football, but good for him.
Let's give a shout out to Michael Love hustling off the field, just getting off right there. You see 71 just getting off before the snap.
Absolutely. Great answer for the Eagles, and now they just got to keep this momentum, as you were saying. I got a great shout out here.
Okay.
So I got a shout out to Coulter Hagee's dad, Tim, and a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tim. Enjoy your son's game.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's not watching.
Glad
you're
tuning
right
in.
Here.
Oh, yeah, I guess he's here, but if he's not here,
Yeah, we'll give him a shout-out.
He'll watch the replay tomorrow.
Sure, he'll want to see the replay of the first half here.
Yeah, send us some birthday cake.
So happy birthday.
Shout out to number 73, aforementioned Dallas Hansen from Illinois.
Well, see, this is great. Our stream
shout
is
out from the
people.
Bremers and Kurt and Don Schnell. This is great. Shout out to Robert Bowden again. So Robert Bowden has got this family over in Green Bay, but we hear from them every week. But glad you're tuning in. Great to have you tuning in. Oh, and he's also got aunts Diane and Barb in New York City. See, we're nationwide. It's Eagle Nation.
Impressive.
Shout out to the left tackle for the Eagles, Chris Johnson, number 69. Okay, you're gonna love this one. I'll read it after this. Here's the kick from Lovely. Going back, Luke Narum fielding it at about the 8. Coming up field. Oh, Luke Raw just missed a play there. Yeah, I think we're going to have
right
a
at the
face
end.
mask. Yep.
That's a tough one when
it
your momentum's taking you away and you still want to make the play and reach out. That's just going to
looked like Lucas Brooks. Now, do they still have the 5-yard, or is it only 15 now?
We have a face mask, number 8, Lourdes,
Yeah, okay.
There we
So
go.
there's the answer to my question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you
Call
don't
it
see this
incidental.
obviously in college or
Right.
pros anymore. Okay, this is great. Coach Jensen, you're as good at play-by-play as you are coaching baseball. Well done. I see some gray hair, though. Coach Heisey retired from Lake Sizzy.
Hey, Coach, I love having gray hair because I don't have much up there that's still
Oh,
brown.
I love it.
So, yeah, had a lot of fun coaching with Coach Heisey throughout the years and
Thanks,
seeing him up
Coach.
in Lake City, but really appreciate
Yeah.
it. Glad you're watching today. Great showing by the Tigers.
1st and 10, you got 4 wide in the gun. It looks like the fake. They're going to run that little kind of, what do you call it, like a tunnel or a bubble or something?
I think I'd call that one a tunnel screen where your inside receiver's trying to block out.
Yeah, and it looks like, you even have your left tackle that'll try to go out and get a block if I saw it. Or maybe that was the center. It's hard to say. Yeah, it was. Interesting play. They basically have their left side of their line. You watch this. Pull and go to the right as a fake, and the right side of their line comes down to try to create that tunnel. But
you're trying to
well
evacuate.
played. Well played by the Eagles.
I mean, it's a great play design. You're banking on a missed tackle, and it's a huge gain. So nice job by the defense there.
Here's the give to Neiman. Well played by the Eagles. Gains about 2. Bringing up a 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Chase Carroll in there, sticking his nose in there.
Yes.
Nice job.
Chase had a huge play against Pem last week towards the end of the game, getting in the backfield and the old TFL for about a 4-yard loss.
Nice.
So that brings up 3rd down,
playing
big
strong
3rd down, and
safety.
about 8. We're going to call it maybe.
Yep. We'll see if we can get a pass rush here.
Heggie back to pass. He's going to scramble
lost
right.
contain.
He's got
just gonna
room.
run out.
He's got room.
Yeah. That's what's hard when you're playing such a great quarterback. He's a dual threat. He's throwing the ball well. He's got great legs.
Yeah, and I don't know. It seemed like a Kinblue might have gotten a little out of position there, unless he was playing man. Because now I know they're running a couple different defenses, but typically you don't see lured cornerbacks chasing receivers across the field.
Right. Yeah, he followed him, vacated the zone. And,
yeah, but I know they're playing some kind of a new zone where you pick a man up and the other guy, and I can't quite explain it. There's a false start.
We're coming up 2:14 till halftime.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it about another minute, and then I'm gonna leave you on your own. I'm gonna go down and find Mr. Kessler for a tongue lashing, I'm sure, after this first half sewing. So after the penalty, that'll bring up 1st and 15.
And if you're Lake City here, I don't think you're going to get too cute. They're
No, you want to take that lead in a halftime. You'd love to get one, but
we'll see how much urgency they have after this play to snap the ball.
yeah. Here's the Jets sweep to Narum. Oh, he makes a nice
great
move,
play.
cutting back. Oh, wow, big hit from Ed Lovely, but a gain of about 15 on a really nice run by Luke Narum. Yeah, it's like the Eagles are kind of like finding themselves out of position quite a bit here. I mean, we're seeing a lot of open field running.
Well, credit. I mean, it seems like any player for Lake City that gets the ball in their hands is doing something
Yep.
positive.
Oh, there's a bad snap.
Yeah, there's this
going
low
back.
snap. He's going to pick it up.
Heggie picks it up, and he's going to run, and he's got room. Oh, that's a big block. That looked like that might have been a crackback to me, but
yeah, I think when it's off schedule on a fumble, it's hard to call that.
yeah, but yeah, it was a hard hit there. So 1:13 on the clock.
Yeah.
They're going to reset. I'll probably watch one more play here and then make my way down.
Yeah, that's their second timeout. Minute 13 on the clock there. 2nd and 8. If you're in the Lourdes defensive huddle, you're telling guys, don't let anyone get behind you.
Yeah.
But we got to be aggressive on defensive line.
Yeah, I mean, you think it's probably a pass play here. I mean, you'd imagine, given the time and distance they got to get. I don't know how big of a leg Brunkow has, but
I mean, they've had success running the ball, so I mean,
it's true.
The fact that they took a timeout makes me think, they're really wanting to score here. I mean, it's a two-possession game, so you can't fault them for that at all.
They just have the one timeout remaining now.
Now they're in I formation.
I formation, yep.
Watch the backside of the backfield.
Just play action.
Yeah.
Peggy's looking for something deep, not seeing it. He's going to run. Well played by.
He gets out of bounds.
Yeah, but well played by Lovely there, Ed Lovely, number 30, who was really locked up with Theron, who's doing a nice job, but it was a nice little battle.
Yeah, nice play design. Lourdes had both receivers covered in that area. They had a flat guy. They had a deeper third cover there.
So 3rd and 4. Yeah, boy, I got to believe this is a pass here, though. Kind of an interesting down and distance. Sitting back. Ooh, they're going to call that a catch.
Yeah, we're going to give it to him.
And it's a first down, which will stop the clock momentarily to move the sticks.
We've got it running here. There we go.
I'm going to watch the replay on that one. That was low, but he might have got down there to get it.
Interesting footwork by the quarterback here.
Yeah.
I think that's a one-read play. They're not really looking for anything developing down the field.
All right, so I am going to escape here to make my way down to the field. Lake City just took their last timeout, and I'll be back at halftime.
All right. So we got 49 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they make an adjustment to that. There'll be a new set of downs for Lake City here. And they're ready to go. Lourdes still in their huddle on the sideline, making sure everybody knows what their assignments are on this play. Again, if you're Lourdes, you're thinking they're going to have the ball to come out after halftime. So if you make a big stop here, that's a huge momentum play as they're looking to stay competitive in this game. And shotgun snap. Incomplete out to the flat. No pass intended for Braxton Berlin. It's well-designed play, just through his hands. Second and 10 now, 46 seconds left. All right, Lake City's coming out, trips to the right. All right, now they're came out in a different formation. Coach is telling them going to double, so they got two receivers each side of the line. And short throw to the flat. There are no timeouts left for Lake City, so they're in a hurry up now, trying to set the ball for the official. That'll take off about 4 extra seconds. All right, going back into doubles, shotgun here. Well, Hagee gets it out quick to Narum. He's knocked out of bounds, but he doesn't make the first down. 21 seconds left. We'll have the ball on about the 22-yard line, I think. Let's see. Call it make 23-yard line. We're sticking in this doubles look. We'll see. They've haven't really tried a deep shot. This is probably where they want to go for that. Just 21 seconds left. Rolls out to the left, squares up his shoulders. Good pursuit. Deacon Langsdale's there. And forced out of bounds by number 4, Robert Bodwin. Down to 14 seconds on the clock. There's a holding penalty on the play. And that's the danger when your quarterback's rolling out. You're asking those linemen to hold blocks a lot longer. You're changing the angles that the defensive linemen are trying to attack, and it's a lot easier to kind of wrap around and get that holding call. So for Lourdes, you're going to back them up 10 more yards. Still first down, but at this point, you're not really concerned about the downs with 14 seconds left. I think ideally Lake City, if they don't have a deep pass or a first down opportunity here, they're going to be looking to have an incomplete pass. Don't think they're in field goal range right now. Back in that doubles formation. Hegarty's dropping back. Rolling out to the right. He's done that a lot today. He throws back across the field, and it's caught by Narum at the 1 yard line. And that will be, we'll see if they put any time left. They have to spot the ball to stop the clock. It's pretty. This will be interesting. Yeah. So as a great catch, Coach Narum's going to ask when you stop and the play is over. Is it as you go to set the ball, you stop the clock, get ready for the change? So that's where it's great to have a veteran official like Greg King that can explain, here's what we saw. This is why we made that call. Time ran out on the quarter. It's just one of those where, tough break for Lake City. It was a great play. I was a little concerned when he threw across his body. That's
well, Coach,
Brett Favre plays.
Not a great start.
No, ugly half.
And right at the end there, holy cow.
Yeah, that was close. They did catch it with 1 second left, so if they would have won it, they still wouldn't have gotten a playoff. So even though our clock didn't stop, and they still wouldn't have gotten a playoff. But we just broke down again. It just can't happen. It's just way too many mistakes. Just fundamentally, not doing our job, not keeping contained is a big problem.
Sure.
Third and long, so we got to get off the field. But they haven't punted yet. They're just owning us up front. We got to do a better job.
Sure. Nice for you to get the one score. Yes. I mean, get some momentum back, right?
We need it, and we get the ball started the second half.
Okay.
So we're really flat. We got to play with a lot more energy the second half, and hopefully this gave us some life. So we'll see.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah. How's the rookie doing up there?
He's doing good. Okay. I think Davik's job is on the line. Let's just say that.
Should be. There's no regret for that.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Known fact, Coach Wackel has spent some time in several of our Rochester Catholic schools, so you've had time at St. Pius X as a paraprofessional.
Yep.
And at St. John's in the office, and now at Lourdes volleyball.
Yeah.
On the court. So it's fun as you're exploring all these different roles and possibilities. But Pam, welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
All right. So I got to ask you, what's been your favorite thing about being the head coach for the Lourdes Eagles volleyball team this year?
I think just the favorite part is just being back with the girls and coaching the sport that is just dear to my heart. I have loved volleyball my whole life. I've played it many years, high school, college, everything, even coached it after. And so being able to be back coaching at the volleyball, has just been, it just lights me up every time I walk into the gym. It's just my home. It's where my heart is. So it's been great.
Yeah, I've been walking through the gym a few times, whether I was going to the baseball locker or just up on the railing in the gym, and you can feel that positive energy.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's something that, as a parent, when you're seeing your kids play, that's what you really hope for, that they're having a great time.
Yeah.
So can you share something or an experience or a time this year where like, wow, this has been a blast. I absolutely love this, or I love how this players made these kinds of strides?
Oh yeah, we've had several of them, it's just been great with the senior class that I have right now. They just bring so much heart to this game, and it was the part that definitely made me realize that regardless of all the hectic of having 3 kids of my own and all them in different sports, is being there for them. You know, the best thing we probably had was this week we were at Lake City and we swept them in 3. And just seeing all of it put together and all the hard work and practice and seeing it pay off in the gym, at a game, in a competition, and just seeing the excitement on their face was amazing. So it was great.
I mean, and you've been working with the girls since when? Like,
so I would probably say about end of July.
Okay.
So they've done a great job of adjusting to the new coaching staff. We brought all new coaching staff in this year, so it's been great to see them adapt to that and really just embrace it and love it and give it their all. So.
Yeah, well, and seeing that hard work paying off, that's great. This has kind of been a Lourdes Lake City week here with soccer teams playing Lake City in the football game here tonight. And now we've got the Lourdes marching band with their performance out on the field at halftime. We've got Andrew Scheller as the band director. He comes to St. Pius X once a week for percussion lessons for our 5th grade students. So it's great to see when the high school kids put it together here out on the field.
Yeah, they do a wonderful job. They put so much work and a lot of hours into this. It's amazing.
I think we have a little painted black here. This is looking good. All right, what are you most looking forward to as we continue moving through the volleyball season?
I just think continue to watching my girls grow. You know, we're 5-8 right now, which, you know, is better than last year's record. And so we're only making improvements from here. And just seeing how it's all going to be brought together. I think it's going to be phenomenal to see, and just keep watching them grow and, you know, peak at the right time. So we'll see.
Well, it's great when you get to measure progress.
Yes.
And I have never coached volleyball. I've played recreationally, but you know, you have opportunity. Okay, this set things didn't go our way. We've got another chance in the next set. How do we respond? So it's fun to see those adjustments as you move ahead too.
Absolutely. I mean, volleyball is a game of momentum. It's a very difficult game when you really look at it, because momentum shifts can happen so quickly, and you can be on and you can be off, and when talent, you know, fails, hard work is what's going to end up pulling through. And so seeing the hard work and practice come out in the games has been awesome. So yeah.
Well, I would think you really rely on depth. You know, in volleyball, right? You've got a different server. You know, you get on a little hot run, but then somebody else's turn next time.
Exactly.
Unlike in football, you're like, well, we're just going to keep handing it to this running back. Or in baseball, like, we got the starting pitcher, and as soon as he's out of the game, now something might be different.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing about it, because you're always rotating. You can only have, you know, a player in the front row 3 times, and then that player has to go out, so then somebody else has to step up and be aggressive and be your leader in that. So yeah, it's always moving, it's always changing, but that makes it fun as a coach and fun to play as well. So
okay, can you tell us about your team, like seniors, juniors, sophomores? Like, what's your team made up of?
Our team is made up, a big chunk of them is our seniors. We have 6 seniors this year, and so it's definitely a very senior-driven class. However, these girls have put in lots of hours in the gym, you know, this summer and many years before. Club, doing extra stuff on the side, and just coming together to really work hard. So that's the core group of our varsity group this year, which, you know, we are just enjoying every moment of it, you know, right now. And it's been great. And then we have a freshman setter, Eladal, who's been doing a great job of leading and, you know, really quarterbacking the whole team. So it's been great. So.
Well, it's great to have a lot of seniors and for them to have this opportunity, you know, with you as a head coach. There's a lot of excitement with that, and they get to carry that through to finish off their senior season, so I'm sure they're very excited about that.
Definitely.
All right, so I think your next match is against Schaefer, is that right?
Yep, this week will actually be, Schaefer will be on Monday, and then we're actually going to be home here at Lourdes on Tuesday and Thursday, so it's going to be great. So 7:15 on Tuesday and Thursday, and then next Saturday we will be having our first youth clinic from 8 to 10 in the morning at Lourdes High School. So any 3rd through 6th grader that wants to come out, it's free. You can just come that day and sign, like a parent can sign them in, and they can come and see what volleyball is all about, you know, and really start young and see why we love it so much. So I'll have a lot of my varsity girls there to be able to help run the clinic, and it's going to be fun. So
yeah, and if your child's in RCS, they should see that information in our broadcast. I know I put it in there for St. Pius X today.
Yes,
so
you can
Lourdes
find
volleyball,
it there. And all of the elementary schools, I sent it out. So all the elementary schools, then they got through, so you can find it in the weekly broadcast to sign your daughter up, you know, and it's going to be fun. So.
Well, thanks so much, Pam. We really appreciate you coming on. Looking forward to seeing how your season progresses, and I can't wait to have you back at school too.
I know, looking forward to it.
After a nice long postseason run.
Exactly, that'll be good. So, well, thank you so much,
All
Dave.
right,
Have a
thank
great
you.
night.
We'll
Yep.
see you.
Lourdes band, as you said, always do just a tremendous job. Great to see them out tonight. 27 halftime score. I don't know. It sounds like we might have had a few mic issues with Coach Kessler, but basically, you know, his take on the first half was we're not executing. We're not. We're getting beat up front pretty bad, which we could all see.
Yeah.
And we need to execute. Happy with the score, and boy, right at the end, I was standing right down there, and Ed Lovely made the heck of a saving tackle right at the one. Little confusing because the clock was 0, but because it was because it was a first down, it should have been stopped 1 second earlier, so they allowed him the one snap. And good job by Greg King and his team, officiating that play. It was kind of chaotic, but.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where I said on the broadcast with Heggie rolling out and then throwing across his body. It's a Brett Favre type play, and we almost made a play on the ball, but great job there making the tackle, keep him short of the goal line, keep it a 2-score game. And now Lourdes gets the ball coming out of halftime. So
get the ball coming out. They really need to, drive it down, get a touchdown, get right back in this game. Give you some halftime stats here. Obviously, it was kind of the Heggie show in the first first half, with the 3 touchdowns there. And then, in terms of, this will tell the story. First downs were 16-3, Lake City to Lourdes, and rushing yards is 135-30 versus 30. And then Lourdes did not complete a pass, and they had 92 yards passing. So, if you're Coach Narum, you got to be just delighted with that first half performance, having not scored a touchdown in the previous 2 games.
Yeah, it's funny. From a statistical standpoint, it really should be a larger deficit for Lourdes. And it comes down to a couple plays in that last drive, a couple penalties, 1 bad snap. It just made them run another play. And I was saying that when you're on defense and the team gets inside the red zone, make them run another play,
right.
Especially end of half, end of game situation, same thing. Give yourself a chance, something good.
Right. And, I say it was the Heggie show, but in reality it was the Asher B show. He might have not seen pay dirt, but Asher B was, had 14 rushes for 74 yards. Heggie adding another 33 on the ground and then 92. So those 2 guys have been, just really dynamic for the Tigers in the first half.
Well, let's give credit to Coach Narum and his coaching staff for seeing after the first game. All right, we're gonna make a change, do what's best for the team here.
Yep.
It's hard to move a senior off a quarterback, but clearly he's a huge part of the team and what they want to do offensively, and that's been their best offensive output of the year right here. So we'll see how this second half plays out.
Absolutely. And you always worry that when you have that running back that is a quarterback too, there could be some trickery there.
Then,
a little toss pass. Yeah. That's the old Lourdes
read
toss
the keys
pass,
on the offensive
right?
line. Don't bail out too quick.
And on the Eagles side of the ball, Abe Lovely had 7 rushes for 42 yards, and including the touchdown. Nice to see him get going a little bit. Finding some seams in that option game, and get a little more, getting a more. Momentum in that option game there.
And we'll see if Lake City, if they start creeping it a little bit, take away some of that quarterback run, if then we can exploit them with some option plays. Get Caleb Kimbaloo the ball on the outside, in some space, break a tackle. I think he's just waiting to break out. So we got to get him the ball in space.
Haven't seen much from him yet this year. As you said, waiting to break out. We know the talent's there. We know that ability for that home run hit is always there with him. Just need to get a little. Let me get a few shout-outs in while we're at it here. Shout out to Parker Atkinson, Lake City 8th grade running back. Good for him. Absolutely. Oh, somebody's taking our picture. Shout out to Elizabeth Neeson, who is tuning in tonight from Boston. From Mom and Dad. Shout out to you at BU. Congratulations. Yeah, that's awesome.
We just ticked off another state. We should get a map up here, a map, and start marking them off.
Massachusetts, New York, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin,
California.
Yeah, we're coast to coast.
South Dakota.
We're coast to coast.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
There's probably somebody in Iowa. I'm sure.
Somebody tuning in. Good luck to the marching band from Peoria, Illinois. Thanks for tuning in. Got some halftime scores. Let's see. I'll get some conflicting scores here. JM up 7-6, and then somebody said something different here. Let me try to get an update on some of these games here. Bear with me. Yeah, so I got 7-6 JM over Northfield at halftime. I want to get in on that Caledonia Chatfield game. Yeah, okay. 14-0 at half. Chatfield over Caledonia. Big game. Always a tough game. Some other area scores here. Pine Island whooping up on Red Wing. Now, Pine Island has really come out strong this year. 2-0. Yeah. I think they're ranked. I think I saw them 9th. That may have been a week old. I don't know. It might be updated. 29-6 over Red Wing right now.
Two of the main playmakers for Pine Island. We got Brandon Week as the quarterback. He's going to SSU for baseball.
They got the Tyne kid. They got the Sailor kid.
Drew Sailor, yeah.
Drew Sailor, yep.
Brandon Week and Drew Sailor were RCS kids coaching
They went into the portal and went to Pine Island.
Tom Cadillac money maybe for the NIL. I'm not sure, but it's great to see them doing well. It's fun to think back when I saw them as 8th graders.
For sure. Brandon's cousin, Sam Week, out here playing tonight. Stewartville up big over Zimbrota Mazeppa, 38-0 at half. Rochester Mayo up 22-20 over Farmington at half.
Yeah.
we've talked about this week, week to week on what a great job Donnie Holcomb does at Mayo, and the difficulty of having to move up to 6A and play with all the big boys.
It's huge.
And they're probably going to come back down this next year to 5A. It sounds like, but
they've held their own. I mean, playing at Farmington, it's a great facility. We played there in the I believe it was state quarterfinals for 2014 team.
Unfortunately for our other Rochester team, the Century Panthers, they're losing pretty big to Chanhassen, who's a pretty good team. 56-0 at half.
That is a tough ask against Chanhassen.
Yeah, for sure. So area scores there, stats. Looks like we're getting ready to receive the ball, get the second half underway. I don't think, so same look you've seen before. This now being, the fourth kickoff for Brunkow.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah,
Shout out to Josh Kors. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, looks like they're placing the ball in the middle of the field. So.
Here we go. We got Florida. Stephen Sharon Love cheering on there.
Right.
Michael, I don't know the relation, but from Lecanto, Florida. I don't know Lecanto.
I'm sure there's some good high school football around there.
Oh, a little squib.
Yeah.
Oh, and it kind of bounces off. Good job by Bowdwin. It was a tough ball to field by Sutton Fix, and Robert Bowdwin heads up play to just fall on that thing. Don't try to make it.
Yeah, that's a really smart play, especially you see he's got his back to the kickoff team coming. You don't know where they are. Don't get cute. We need to secure the possession. You're going to have the ball on the 30-yard line. That's good starting field position.
Shout out to Neil and Carol Brunkow of Lake City, who just watched. I don't know the relation, but
your relation kicked off. Great job.
The Brunkow kicker did a nice job. Has done a real nice job tonight. So 1st and 10 from the shotgun. Here's the snap. Got the blitz from the edge. Oh, throws across body. Caught by Peterson.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
that's what. Oh, he breaks free.
He gets out of it.
He breaks free.
Great effort. Wow. I don't even know how to describe that play.
Yeah.
It looked like a dead play.
Well, the pass, totally ill-advised, by the way. Yeah. Somehow completed that, and I don't know how Lovely found him.
Yeah, it's about an inch or two for being a pick six, and instead it's almost a 40-yard gain.
Yeah, and Max just refusing to go down.
Yeah. Let me tell you, keep your feet moving. Good things will happen. Secure the ball, and he had 3 Lake City players there trying to knock the ball out. So great job. That's a momentum play. Like I said, keep that momentum going into this whole drive.
1st and 10, traditional I formation here for the Eagles, with the pitch option. Lovely on the keep. Oh,
yeah. So I
think he went to pitch.
Yeah.
And Braxton Berlin basically picks it off and takes the other way for 6. Oh, it's just a backbreaker.
I would guess that they talked at halftime about getting the ball to Caleb. It's really hard, though, as a quarterback when you pitch that late. And you can see on his quarterback path, he really didn't get downhill early enough.
Yeah.
When you go side to side, you let that defensive pursuit come, and then he's thinking he's pitching it to Caleb, but instead he's pitching it right to Berlin.
And Berlin, he knows how to play that. He's playing Caleb on that play, and as soon as that ball comes out, it's just going to go the other way.
When you have a young football team, there's a lot of learning opportunities like that, and this game's going to have a lot of tape tomorrow where the coach staff's going to say, we need to learn from this.
Brunkow for the extra point. Kick is up, and kick is no good. I think it missed wide right. So 2 wild plays to start the half. One good for the Eagles, one horrendous for the Eagles. But we're going to be back at it with another kickoff from Brunkow. Yeah, I know you said it. You've got a quarterback starting for the first time this year. It's one thing to go from the JV level and play this option to the varsity level, and the speed and the size and be able to make those reads and pitches. It's very difficult.
Yeah, everything's so much faster. And when you're at that quarterback position, everybody knows when you don't make the right read.
Yeah, it's tough.
Everybody knows. So
it's tough. You're on an island there. So, you know what? Like you said, something to learn from, something to improve on. But as it pertains to this game, Eagles got to find some answers now, and they got to find them quick.
Yeah. I mean, the game's not over by any means.
Not at all.
I mean, we're 34 seconds into the second half.
Well,
But
that's
you gotta
Grandma and
minimize.
Grandpa Brunkow who are
Okay.
tuning in. Grandma and Grandpa,
Yeah.
watch your grandson kick the ball here and enjoy.
He's doing a great job.
Absolutely. Squeeze in a couple more shout-outs while we're lining up. Shout-out for Donna and Janet from Cocoa Beach, Florida, watching their grandson on Lake City.
Great area down there in Cocoa Beach.
Oh, yeah, for
Had
sure.
a couple spring break baseball trips
Oh,
down
it's
there.
kind of
Yeah,
a
looking for
tricky
an
little
onside
play.
kind of
Oh,
look,
I think
but,
they were offsides. I think they got
yeah, it's hard with that timing to time it up. You want to get a good
yeah.
jump off the line when you're on that kickoff team and when you're.
I don't know if I've ever heard free kick infraction. Is that what Greg called it?
He did.
Oh, okay. I'll take his word for it. He knows a lot more about officiating than I do. Well, we'll see if we're going to get a more traditional kickoff
Yeah,
rather
still
than
kicking off from the middle.
rather than a little jukey thing. And kicking off from the 35 now after the 5-yard penalty.
And they go six to the right, 4 to the left here.
Yeah. And the ball goes to Peterson. He's going to take it up and
Little seam.
gets to the 40. Not a bad return. So the Eagles coming out here now on their second drive of the second half, needing to get points.
Yeah, and you really want to sustain a drive. You want to feel good about 3, 4, 5 plays in a row. Get that first down to start off the drive, and then get something good going where you feel good about yourselves.
Coming out in shotgun. No, this is Wildcat. Max
Wildcat,
Peterson in the shotgun. They got him off sides.
Yeah. And again, you
Looks
see that
like-
when the linemen go down into the 3-point stance,
Yep.
especially with a different look, you get those defensive linemen coming up, and if you got a blitzing linebacker, they just kind of read that as movement.
So we saw one time the Wildcat look in the Caledonia game. We didn't see it this last game. So Abe Lovely is going to come down to the bottom of your screen as a receiver. Max Peterson's the quarterback, and he's flanked by Ed Lovely, Caleb Akinbaloo. It's going to be a run to Peterson. Really well played by Heggie. Just avoided that block on the edge. I think it was Heggie 6 that got the tackle.
Yeah, that's
Mr.
tough.
Round, George, our longtime PA announcer here in the stadium, he's got a tough job, though.
Yeah.
It's hard to see those numbers from up here. And they stay in the Wildcat now for second down.
Yeah, and we should mention George's getting inducted into the Lourdes Hall of Fame this year.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So, Lourdes alum.
Congratulations.
Still does our baseball games too down at Mail Field.
They just bottled it up. No room there at all to run.
Yeah.
Well played. Now, I'd like to see a little pass maybe out of there, some wrinkle out of that.
Yeah.
If they're gonna come out and they're gonna go, kitchen sink at you, which is pretty much what they do.
Yeah, I mean with the defensive penetration there, even with 2 lead blockers, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, there's not. It's a numbers
Max
game.
gets the snap.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go back to a traditional look here, I think, on third down.
In the shotgun again now with the Lovely boys in the backfield. Akinbaloo in the slot he went offsides. They did not call that. Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the
he's
head
wide
start.
open.
Oh. Yeah, that's one where, he got a great jump off the ball or maybe right on the snap.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't see that right. I think he was, I'm looking at the replay. They got away with one there.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it was incomplete pass, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was a well-thrown ball, too.
It was catchable.
Yeah.
That's one of those where the defender's flashing in front of you. It's hard if you lose sight of that ball and it suddenly reappears. Yeah, I mean, Caleb was going to want to, he'd love to have that one back again. So here's the punt formation. Snaps a little high, but handled by Gabe Quinones this time. Punt, this is going to be a Peter call. Stay away from it. And the ball rolls down about the 28-yard line, 27 we'll call it, where the Tigers will start their first drive of the second half. Well, do you get more aggressive on defense now? Or do you just you just want to play base.
Yeah, I think what I'm doing as a coach here is I'm trying to evaluate the guys that are in the game. Are they doing what we're asking them to do? And if not, is it a technique thing? Are they getting out of position? Are they getting off the ball? We want to see on tape, what's going to help us be the best team we can be next week as well.
Yeah, there's a toss to Asher B. Bottled up, pretty good play. Sutton Fix in on the tackle, along with Luke Roth. And maybe a little Deacon Langsdale action in there too.
And that's what Lourdes wants to do. They want to get the offense going laterally where speed can kick in, because they're not going to win any of the size battles.
Yeah. Shout out to Josh Wohlers from the Carlsons. I formation. Give to B. He's got some room. Picks up about 3. That.
You see when they pull their linemen, how do our linemen react to that? Are they following them down the line? Sometimes you can make a play from behind on that.
They sub out Luke Roth on 3rd and 4 to bring in Michael Love at the 3 tech. Big down for the Eagles here. Need to get a stop to stay in this game here. Clock starts becoming a factor when you're down and you need 3 scores.
Yep. You can only play one play at a time. Can't do anything about what's already happened in this game.
We got a timeout. It looks like Coach Narum wants to regroup here a little bit. While we're in timeout, I want to give some updates on some of the other Lourdes teams. So girls soccer, they won last night, 5-0. Yeah. And was it Nadia Breton had a hat trick?
Yeah, hat trick, 3 goals, and that was against Lake City. Yeah.
Against Lake City. Okay, so we are capable of beating Lake City.
It's been a Lake City week. I know the volleyball team played on.
I don't know if I have the record. I think they're 2-1-3. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Ella and Anna Shedovy. So Ella and Anna Shedovy are identical twin seniors, captains, I believe, of that team. And really sad, within the last week, both suffered pretty major leg injuries, which are going to take them out for the season. And so, our thoughts and prayers go out to the Shedovy family, longtime Lourdes family, great family. And I know for those girls, it's just heartbreaking. I just pray and hope for them that they can recover and get back to their winter and their spring sports. They're tremendous track athletes as well.
Yeah, we know they're resilient girls, but it really does hit you hard, especially when a senior, has one of those season-ending injuries. He works so hard, so many years.
So Hagee in the shotgun, handles the snap. There's a blitz, but he handles that. Now he passes across his body, connects to Braylon Braxton. Wow, that was you just saw some athleticism there from Hagee.
Coulter Hagee, how can you not be impressed by what he's doing today on the football field? He's handling snaps that aren't right to him, making something happen, rolling out, throwing the ball, running the ball. I'm so impressed with him. He's a great baseball player too.
I think Ed Lovely's going to see that film and wish he would have taken a slightly wider angle on that.
Yeah, that's hard. Like, you get on your path when you're rushing, and then it's hard to adjust on the fly. Yep. So if he keeps that quarterback on his inside shoulder, you're aiming for the outside hip of the quarterback, then you make that play.
Here's the give on the inside give. That's going to be a hold, it looks like.
Uh-oh.
I think holding on Hansen, the right left guard, I think.
Yeah, that was kind of a
right
hold,
guard.
hug, and toss.
Oh,
there.
yeah. No, he was pulling guard and just kind of grabbed Zach Geyer. Looks like we got some cramping going on with Max.
Yeah.
Got to get him more bananas, apparently.
Yeah, get that pickle juice out. I think he had one in the first half, kind of shook it off, but that's a tough feeling when you feel it kind of clenching up on you.
Yeah. So that'll bring up 1st and 18. The holding was just 2 yards down the field, so it's not the full 10 yards. Hagee in the shotgun. He's going to run right. And well played. Nice pursuit by Sutton Fix to really close the gap there pretty quick.
Yeah, that's a play you kind of dream on as an unblocked linebacker. You're running across the field, and you get to do the Superman dive for the tackle. Great job wrapping up, but that's one he's going to feel good about tonight.
Nice job by Fix.
Coming down on 7 minutes here.
So with Peterson out, they actually slide Lucas Brooks in at the strong safety and bring Abe Lovely in at the free safety in the back of your screen there. Here's the I formation. I give to the fullback. This time it's Theron. Bringing up a third, and we'll call it 12. So now they're going to sub. This must be, so what are they doing here? They're bringing out Langsdale, bringing out Love, bringing in, is this just anticipating a pass, just trying to get more of a pass rush?
Make sure they have a pass rush
look. Luke Roth coming in at the D tackle.
Let's see if those linebackers loosen up a bit on their drops.
Yeah, it's going to be a roll left. Coming across his body, just incomplete to Alex Ratz, number 8. So good stop for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And you're going to be seeing a punt here. First punt of the night, I believe, for the Tigers, and it's Brunkow again doing that work. Back to return the punt is Caleb Akinbaloo.
Yeah, 3-score game here, 6 minutes left.
Lourdes having some substitution issues. They're going to, they got close. Good job getting that punt off. Really good angle punt on that, too.
Yeah. Great job getting
Broncos done a really nice job for them tonight.
I mean, special teams, sometimes they get overlooked, but huge part of the game. He's done a great job kicking off. That's an excellent punt. Flip the field, and for Lourdes, it's been hard to sustain a drive. So from Lake City's standpoint, that's what they're trying to do. Make sure that clock gets eaten up.
Shout out to number 52 Roth from Uncle Denny and Aunt Sandra in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. He's got a lot of Floridians there.
It's good people to visit in that February, March time of year.
There's a give to Akinbaloo. He's bottled up. No room there. Loss of 2, maybe.
Yeah, that's frustrating as a back when you get the ball and there's defenders in your face.
Yeah. Yeah, you just haven't quite seen Akinbaloo getting in that space. I mean, you give him some space and he's lethal, but they've really had him bottled up. We got 2nd and 12. We got Chase Carroll in at tight end down at the bottom of your screen, number 8. And, Lovely's running for his life right now. They set up the screen. If he gets one block or one move.
Flag in the backfield.
It's going to be breaking tackles. My guess is we're going to get a holding, and that's going to come back, or a clip, or some kind of illegal blocking foul.
Yeah, that's tough in the backfield.
Block, on Ed Lovely. I did not see it.
Well, we saw that earlier for Lake City where Dinkett called and was talking about how when it's kind of an off-schedule play like that, it's hard to call that in the backfield. You got a running back trying to block a D lineman.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up 2nd and a country mile. I mean, you're, 21 yards-ish? We'll see what Coach Carroll has dialed up. I don't know that you want to get too fancy that deep in your own territory here. Hansen standing up at the nose looking for a rush. Here he comes. Lovely, going to get the edge, gets about 2. Tackle on the play by Ellis Banks. Shout out to Andy and Cassie Carlson. I'm getting lots of shout outs. I'm going to have to fire through a bunch of these.
A lot of responsibilities up in the booth
Adrian
here.
Lopez, shout out to his quarterback, Coulter Heggie, sorry. Let's see here. I think I shouted out to Josh Kors. Shout out to Josh Kors. He's a plumber in Lake City. Glad you're watching.
All right.
And shout out to Kaylee Lafferty, football mom in Lake City. Getting a lot of Lake City. Here's the pass. Going across, finds Carroll for a gain of about 6, maybe 7 yards.
Give you a little breathing room to snap the ball here.
Yeah, give you a little more breathing room for the punt. 4th down.
It's like need a few more purple lids on the field.
Yeah, it looks like we're missing somebody. Yeah, I think, it gets a little tricky to keep track of things when you have players that are on the sideline getting attended to by the trainer.
Yeah, you got to have a lot of people knowing what's going on if somebody's getting attention and they're not in that special teams unit when they're supposed to be.
So here's the snap and the punt.
He kind of got that one off his ankle.
Yeah, got some yards. Gets out to about the 40-yard line. Good job by Quinones just to get the punt off. He had Heggie coming in on the edge real hard. Looked like we missed a block there. He was totally untouched.
Yeah.
So, okay, I have to repeat this.
Okay.
Former coach Scott Nichols simply says, shout out to you, David who?
Thanks, Scotty.
That's great.
I'll send that to your Venmo after the game. Appreciate it.
All right, first down run is or pass. Sorry. Oh no, it was a carry. Sorry. I looked down and looked up. I saw 17. I assumed it was a pass. Ed Lovely with the tackle, a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, everybody watching, you'll notice that Mr. Peterson's here is doing all the hard work. I'm just chiming in every once in a while. I guess that's what he usually does, so it's fair, huh?
Well,
Andrew just doesn't let you talk.
when we did a little bit of prep, I said you did more prep for this game than he's done in 5 years. So
yeah, we had the production meeting today at noon. We brought everything that we talked to. So
here's the another jet sweep here to Narum. That works well. Gains about 7 yards, bringing up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, they've been running that motion a lot, and defensively, you got to read your keys, be ready for that. Nice play for them with Narum running the ball around the end.
Update on the JM game: they're up 14-6 now. 3rd and 1, certainly 4-down territory, so you'd think their entire playbook's at their disposal. Shotgun snap, give to B.
I mean, off the snap, there's 4 yards of green grass in front of the line of scrimmage. So
and B just does a tremendous job of, what do they call it, kind of falling forward, or his whole momentum is always going forward. He's all night seems to get an extra 2 yards after contact.
Not very many negative plays, and when you're playing high school football, like we said, stay on schedule. And for Lake City, they've had a lot of those 5+ yard plays that. You can do a lot on offense when you put yourselves in those situations.
So we got a 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Tigers. Motion, give to B, just off tackle. Well played by the Eagles this time. Good job there by Jake Geyer, D tackle number 58. Kind of tick, 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 tick right now for the Eagles. I mean, it's one of these games. It's, a comeback's pretty unlikely at this point, but you'd like to see them finish strong no matter what the result.
Yeah, this is a character test for the Eagles. Again, huge credit to Lake City for what they've been able to do tonight.
Ooh, Heggie with another bad snap. They're calling that a – oh, no.
Okay,
it was a forward pass.
I think that was forward by just a little bit. But.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. Haggie's handled a couple of tricky snaps tonight, and I
think
like you
that
said,
baseball background.
Yeah.
Be athletic on your feet, field the ball.
Is he a pitcher? What is he?
Yeah, I mean, I think he can pitch, plays third base.
Okay.
You don't see a golfer catch that ball. That's all I'm saying. You ask Will over here.
Yeah, but you also don't see a 40-year-old man playing baseball. So
Yeah, well, I'm coming out of retirement next year.
Are
Just playing
ya?
on Sundays.
Okay.
My wife said you can
Okay.
play once a week. I had a little wrist injury, so I took 2 years off. So.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
Hagee in the shotgun again. There's a kind of a run right, just a straight run, and he gets a good block from B, and he gets the edge, and he takes it down to the 5-yard line, a gain of 15.
Yeah, and you can see Lake City's having fun playing this game, playing for each other.
Yeah, so that'll be first and goal at the 5-yard line. Yeah, just not a lot of push at the line for the Eagles. You're seeing lots of running lanes, first contact down the field. It's just there's some things to clean up here. First and 5, first and goal, I should say, and there's the give to B, and he gets in for the touchdown.
Yeah, I think he might have had a hand on him at the line of scrimmage, and then it was really not an opportunity for a tackle until he was well into the end zone.
And why not? Just run right behind that all-district right guard, Dallas Hansen, and all 280 pounds of him. That's a lot to try to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, center Garrett Goyle, he's 6'2", 250. His mom actually taught English at Lourdes High School when I was a teacher there. So we'll give a shout out to Mrs. Goyle.
Brunkow on for the extra point. High snap handled by Heggie, no problem. And right through the uprights for the extra point. 33-7 Lake City Tigers. This one's pretty much out of reach at this point as we're just finishing up the third quarter. You start the second half with that kind of fluky play. We get 30, 40 yards, whatever it was. And then you get that. I'll call it a pick six, but it's not a pick six.
Yeah.
It's technically a
pitch
six.
Pitch six.
There you go. I like that. A pitch six, and it just deflates you.
Absolutely.
And you've seen it. You see this Lourdes team. I think they're, we got a couple of them banged up on the sidelines, maybe with cramps and other issues. And this Lake City team out-physicaled them tonight so far.
Yeah, and really all facets of the game. So huge credit to Lake City. The preparation they've had from Coach Narum and his staff is really impressive. And from the Lourdes standpoint, you talk about what the adjustments are that you're going to make at halftime. So you put something, all right, here's what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it.
Yep.
We get that big play on really what was kind of a broken pass play.
Yep.
And then we make an ill-advised pitch.
Yeah.
And that kind of just, like you said, deflates everything. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't think Lourdes giving up. I mean, they're still playing
not.
the game here, which is good to see. So it's a character test.
I mean, a year experience, 2 years experience in high school is such a big difference. I mean, you know that better than anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Having coached. And you see a senior-laden team with juniors and seniors. I think they have one sophomore playing. If I figured it out, they have a tremendous sophomore playing on the line. But other than that, it's all juniors and mostly seniors. Flip side of the ball, it's sophomores and juniors. Have a very small senior class here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you try to find some silver linings here that you're going to get some experience. And you go out there and you get your butt kicked. Okay, it happens, but, learn from it. So back to return for the Eagles now is Gabe Quinones along with Caleb Akinbalou.
Lake City just shifted one guy over, so they have 5 and 5 on each side.
Now they're going with kind of
kick.
That's a live ball.
He didn't take a knee. Yeah, he kind of went halfway down there.
Mr. Baldwin, and everybody stopped.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was like he was going to trick them out and then start running.
Yeah, he kind of did the half knee. I'm like, oh, dear, I hope it doesn't get lit up. So I'm glad that he really did go down. That's one where, as you're coaching that during the week in practice, say don't try to do too much. If you catch the ball and you're one of those front guys, just get down, take the ball there. They're going to be at the 40-yard line, and let's have a positive
Now I got to
drive.
ask, that was not, please tell me that was not an onside kick. Was it just kind of a...
No, I think that's his pooch-style kick. We saw that one where they went offsides.
Yeah.
But earlier he had another pooch kick like that. I don't think they want to give Lourdes an opportunity for a big play on a kickoff return.
Sure.
Score in 15 seconds. They want Lourdes to have to elongate this game and really finish it.
Here's to give to Ed Lovely. Gets up to about 4 yards on first down.
No, this is where Lourdes has a drive where they're going to figure out, all right, we haven't been successful tonight. Where can we find something in the playbook where we can gain some success, feel good about ourselves going into the fourth quarter? At some point we'll probably see some subs in here.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you want to squeeze every ounce of this experience out that you can get, albeit not the result you wanted, but try to find some positives in this fourth quarter. End this fourth quarter so you can go into next week when you travel to Red Wing and feel positive about the direction you're going.
Yeah, Lourdes will be playing my alma mater on my 40th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Russ Marshall Field there in Red Wing. So we'll see, purple on purple.
The big 40. It's all uphill from there.
That's why I got those gray hairs, Jim. So, 2 kids and 5 years of principalship will do that.
We just really appreciate you filling in tonight. I mean, I know we joke about our friend Andrew, but he does a great job, and we wish him the best in Tennessee. We're hitting Middle America too.
Yeah, we forgot. Yeah, we got to tick that one off. So.
Absolutely. So, but really appreciate you joining us and tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Well, I should say. It's been fun doing this. I wish the game were a little different than this, but
I mean, really,
it is
when you see Lake City executing, like, it's fun as a football fan.
Yes.
Dave, I know you're a football fan. Obviously,
Absolutely.
We would like Lourdes to be in a better position in this game, but it's fun seeing teams execute and play well.
Yeah.
Give credit to those kids that have worked hard in Lake City.
For sure. Technically they play a 3-4, but you watch these. Oh, there's another ball on the ground. And it looks like I cannot tell who got it. I think they're going to sort it out in the pile. Looks like
Lake City
recovered it. Yeah, it's just not the night. It was. It looked. I couldn't quite tell. It was an option, and it was a give to Ed Lovely, and I'm not sure if the ball got in there or if he just.
Sometimes on the quarterback ride, he's thinking pull. The ball carrier's thinking, all right, it's coming out, and then his arm when he's running might knock it out. So I didn't see a good view on the replay. I just saw it fly forward, which usually is an indication it got hit.
Right. So Lourdes back on defense now. We'll try to get, assuming we're going to start seeing some substitutions on both sides of the ball. Not a ton of kids on either side, actually. Yeah. That is one phenomenon. You're starting to see football numbers decline a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd like to see football get a little resurgence here overall. Got Narum in motion, and the give to Narum on the jet sweep. He gets the edge and then 10 yards. Of course, if you're Coach Narum, I think you also want to get as many reps as you can for your quarterback who came in just in the second half against Pine Island last week.
Yeah, that's something that, now he's had a full week of practice. You can really see how their playbook has really opened up. They can pretty much pull anything out, and they've had success with it tonight.
That's right. So we got 2nd and 1. Motion by Alex Ratz, and the give to him, and well defended by Destin Olson.
Yeah. The line had a good push, but you see that on that play design with it being a lateral play that allows Lourdes quickness come up, tackle him short of the line, make it a 3rd down situation here.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2. Braxton Berlin subbing in for Mr. Wallers. You're hearing a little bit of cheering from the student section, trying to cheer on their Eagles, get a stop, much needed stop. Got some movement on the line, trying to get set. Again, the motion by Ratz, the give to B this time.
Running opposite the motion.
And I don't think he got it.
It's real close.
It's 4th down. They're both signaling 4th down here. Good defense. I got to believe they just go for it. This is probably tush-push.
Yeah, you tell your offensive lineman, cut down the splits. For Lourdes, really, you just hope that you make a pile and make that guy go side to side, and you can have a linebacker make a play. But hard to defend against a sneak.
No, he's coming
going
out
on a gun, which is
that's interesting.
We'll see if they still go right up the gut, though.
Yeah, I got to believe this is a give to B. This has got to be a give to B. Ratz again in motion. They run the exact same play they just ran.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's got 8 yards on the carry. A little over 10 minutes left here. We're going to have first down and 10 for the Lake City Tigers from the 30-yard line. I got to believe Nerem kind of just keeps everything on the ground at this point. I mean, see, coming out in I formation, tight end on your right, Ellis Banks. No, I'm sorry, he's wing. Motions over to the left side, now tight end on the left. Yeah, that's legal shift or legal formation, or
it might be delaying.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of time coming out of the huddle, and then I think they're shifting the tight end based on the strength of the defense.
I got you.
And that's hard when you're coming out of the huddle late to do that.
Yeah, there was some confusion there for sure. So I'll bring up first and 15 for the Tigers. We've got, back in the I formation, B in the backfield. And the toss to B. Gets about 5 yards. Yeah, you'd like to see the Eagles attack a little more there, I guess. Feels like we're kind of sitting back on our heels, by the time we get to somewhere.
Yeah, and I think when we've had guys at the point of attack, we haven't made that first tackle.
Right, yeah.
Wrapping up, and
that's for sure.
A lot of yak for the Tigers here, yards after contact. And that really wears on you as a defense. You feel like, oh, man, we could have made that play. We should have had him down there.
Wohlers at the bottom of your screen, I formation. That's a little inside trap maybe, or misdirection of some.
You wonder sometimes they'll do a kind of a false pull, you'll call it, see if you can get those linebackers to evacuate.
Well, that's what they did with Hansen there. He pulled like he was going to pull, but it's just like a counter almost, right? Counter to Theron. So that brings up third down and 4.
Yeah, and Lake City's got number 71, Braden Bergeson, in there now, right tackle.
Okay. Starting to get some
subs. You saw him block down in that last play.
Yep. Yep, and there's another give to the fullback. Yep. Hard running.
This time it's Theron, 24.
Close to the first down, but not quite there. Just a half yard. Now you get some subs in. Number 47 coming in for the Tigers. Thomas Nutt, junior.
Yep. Number 9, Luke Fleming came in, too, for the Tigers.
Okay. Sophomore, wide receiver, up top of your screen. Yeah, so Nutt's coming in at fullback, it looks like. Is that right? If I can see 47?
Yep.
Here's your fourth down play. And the give is to number 8, Alex Ratz, and he does get a first down. Yeah, and Nerem's subbing out. There goes Hansen off the field for the night. Played a solid game, both sides of the ball.
Number 60, Cody Bremer, coming in to play offensive line.
He started. I think 68 was it that came in, or 60. Yeah, we'll try to get the numbers for you here. From our angle, maybe it's 61 came in.
Okay.
Charlie Larson, a freshman, 230. Is it 61?
Yeah, so,
no.
So they've got 60 then shifted down to right guard.
Here's a toss to Ratz, and Ratz gets the edge and 10 yards. Boy, that play has just worked repeatedly.
Yeah, so I think they've got Hansen out of the game now.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting play on that toss. You saw number 79, Landon Olson, the left tackle. I mean, he really just gets out in space for a big guy. I was impressed by that.
Really, if you occupy someone on the defense, then you're making another player come over, try to make a play. They've got a lead blocker on that toss.
Yeah. 2nd and 1 for the Tigers. It's a give to Ratz again up the middle. He's going to get the first down and get it to 1st and goal at the 4. Score update: 20-6 Chatfield over Caledonia. Thanks to everybody who sends me these score updates.
Yeah,
by the way, it's really
it's
nice.
impressive for Chatfield for sure.
Oh yeah,
Great program there.
for sure. So that brings up first and goal for the Tigers. You've got, again, Hagee still under center. Oh, it's a bad
ball
snap.
on the ground, but
gets it.
you can see what a great athlete
gets
he is.
away. Yeah, no kidding. Boy, he is. There has to be at least 4 of those.
I mean, he's picking up the ball and he's making something happen. Now that's
Yeah.
a loss, but he's able to get the ball and then try to make something happen. I mean,
yeah, but if you were PFF and you were grading him on that play, you'd give him a positive grade for that play. for
maintain
making
possession.
A good play.
Absolutely.
There needs to be like a high school PFF.
I-
How did I grade out that?
I
game?
bet you and Andrew could do that in your spare time.
There you go. That's how we're
okay.
going to be. We're going to make our money. We're going to.
Yeah, put
We're
that
gonna sell
paywall
that
up, and
nationwide. Well-
probably you could find a partnership with Go Route.
Go route. I
And
was just thinking, Mike.
Mike
Yeah.
Rowley, we could make that happen.
Yep. Here we go. There's the give up the middle to Rats. Ooh, big hit. Big hit at the 5-yard line. 5-yard gain. So that'll bring up third and goal here. Still got Hagee in at quarterback. It looks like they're they're having some confusion on who they're subbing in. Is that 26 coming in?
Maybe 25.
Or 25? Mason Howe, senior, number 25, and at running back.
Let's see. Yep. So
He's like, where am I
maybe
playing?
a
Okay,
tailback.
I'm
Yeah,
tailback.
split back, tailback.
My
We'll
guess
see.
is he's getting the
Yeah,
ball.
you're getting the ball,
Yep,
dude,
he's
so-
getting the ball.
Oh,
Okay.
alright.
Great opportunity, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that. You get a senior in and get him a carry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
senior. That's great. Good for him. So you got fourth and goal here. He's going to go for it. Okay.
And I would guess, with the subs that Coach Naram's made, if you see a touchdown here, they're probably going to celebrate pretty heavy. They're not rubbing anything in. It's because these guys
No.
work hard every day in practice.
Without
and
a
they're
doubt.
getting a chance on Friday Night Lights to go out there. So, and I know Coach Kessler and his staff, they understand that.
Absolutely. So now you've got, let's see, tailback's Neerman, or Theron, I mean.
Theron, yeah, 24.
Theron, that's a toss
That
to
short pitch.
Theron, and
he's
there
gonna
is a touchdown.
score. Yep.
That's a little surprising to me. But it's a touchdown nonetheless, which is going to put the Tigers up 39-7, extra point pending. So, how do you approach a team in the locker room after a game like this, as a coach?
Well, I think tonight it's going to be pretty short. It's going to say we're going to look at this tomorrow, we're going to get better, and then we're going to flush it and move on.
Okay.
There's not much you can do when you look up at the scoreboard and you're down 5 scores.
Yeah.
Um,
Good snap, hold, kick for the Tigers.
But it's frustrating, as a coach when you feel like, all right, we get the ball coming out of the half, and then within 2 plays we just kind of took ourselves out of it.
Yeah.
And you spend that time making adjustments as a coaching staff. You talk to the players at halftime, set up, this is what we're going to do, and then we didn't execute on in 1 play. And again, we said it might come down to 5 plays. You don't think about it when it's a score where you're 5-score game.
Yeah.
But those huge momentum plays, it really does matter.
Yeah.
Whether it's a 4th down conversion that Lake City makes early,
Sure.
one of the kickoffs, that pitch 6 that we saw, those all build up. They go one team's way, then you lead to an unbalanced score.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's tough, and these kids work so hard in the off season, and in practice and whatnot, like you say, and it's just can be pretty deflating. But like I said earlier, I mean, I hope that the younger kids can take some lessons from this, take that experience and kind of turn it into, okay, I need to improve here, I need to improve there. So, and credit to Coach Naram and his Tigers. I mean, they've really played top to bottom.
Yeah.
A great game.
I mean,
all three facets.
I mean, if this is the best game Lake City plays all year, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yep.
But it might also just be the beginning for them, as they got a new quarterback and they're putting guys together and practicing together. They're going to get a huge confidence boost here.
Gabe Quinones with the return. Stopped at the 20-yard line by trying to find a number there.
Yeah.
I think that's Alex Ratz, number 8. So it's Eagles ball, 3 minutes left. I think you're going to see some substitutions here and get some more kids some opportunity. Yep, you're going to see number 19, Chase Bemke coming in, and he will probably be your tailback. That's a freshman. He is a fast kid.
Yeah, and right now you just want to try to keep everybody healthy.
And I think at fullback is 22, also a freshman, Eli Hust.
Well, Eli's a tall fullback.
Yep.
You got to tuck that ball away.
Yep.
It's one of the main things you worry about as a coach
Yep.
when you make the substitutions. You got the second team. Again, like I said,
Yep.
playing varsity competition. If you're used to playing JV, those guys are bigger and stronger and faster, and you really want to work in that ball security.
So there's a number 62 out there for Lake City, but our program does not show a number 62. So if anybody knows him and can send a text, I'd appreciate that. I'll try to get the names of everybody else that's out there. It's number 16, Chase Rudnicki, freshman, or is that 15? Boy, that's hard to see from here. So here's the, we got a fumble, and that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and that's when we're on the exchange. You can see the tailback reaching for the ball instead of opening up that breadbasket and really getting the ball. You know, it's the quarterback's job, get the ball in there. The tailback's job is getting his field of vision set, knowing where to go. It's not to reach for the ball.
Yeah.
And that just comes from reps. And when you have a young team, Friday Night Lights, you get a few of those butterflies.
Sure.
Things like that happen.
Yep. I mean, I remember my first game on the varsity field. I was scared to death. You get that one play out of the way, or a couple plays, and then you get rolling. But
it usually takes one good hit, and you're like, oh, I didn't die. Okay, I can handle this.
Oh, we got some substitution issues. In the backfield, here's the toss to, again, Mason Howe, senior.
Okay.
Now, he's got some, I think you call that flow, right? With that hair coming out. That's some flow.
That seems like that's past flow to me. I'm not
Is
sure.
It? I don't know. It's big.
It's the Viking look.
That's some like Van Ginkel, right? It's Val Van Ginkel,
exactly.
the aforementioned. I like the flow.
Maybe they call that salad.
I don't think it'd be allowed in my house, but I kind of like the flow.
It is legal to tackle by the hair. I'll just share that with the kids at home. So
yeah, didn't that happen to the Steelers running back?
Dreadlocks off.
Yeah. Or Steelers Palomalu, didn't he have an interception one time?
Yeah.
And there's another give to Howe, and he's met right in the hole by a combination of Sutton Fix and Michael Love. So that is going to bring us to about 1 minute left. I suspect we're going to see let the clock run down, run play, and it likely is our last play of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, for Lourdes, we've been fortunate to be on the right side of a lot of these games. You tell your quarterback, you watch the back judge, you see him start counting, and that's when you go into your cadence.
Yeah, and Haggie's going to take the time.
You want to keep everybody safe at this point in the game.
Snaps the ball at 38 seconds, tossed to Howe, and tackled by Chris Johnson in the backfield, and that's going to be your game, I believe. I don't think they're going to run another play. There's enough on the play clock, right?
Setting that one.
Yep. So the differential is in the play clock, and you're watching the Tigers come off the field, and that will be your ball game. Final score here at Rochester Regional Stadium, 40-7. Not the result the Eagles wanted. Congratulations to the Tigers. Great game, really great game that you put on, and hopefully everybody enjoyed the broadcast. And thank you again.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Kessler's not going to ask me back. Yeah.
No, it was great. A lot of fun. Eagles fans, Tigers fans, thanks for tuning in. And have a great weekend.
Yeah, really, and great sportsmanship both sides, too. I mean,
Without
we'd be remiss we didn't mention that. So
For sure.
Have a great rest of the season.
Yep. Thank you.